Hello everybody, I hope you're okay today, and I know a lot of people are either in a winter storm or preparing for a winter storm. What the heck is going on here? I am glad that you managed to make it, Elaine. So I'm starting with a very mild skinner blend of blue on white, because as you can see, I titled this Dreaming of Spring, and we're going to do a little bit of polymer clay painting, kinda sorta. Hi Colleen. Let me just So I kind of want this blue to go all the way through, or almost all the way through the white. Yeah, I've been outside. I waited until it got a little bit more bearable to be outside. Hi Sharon. How's the pup? So I could go out there. I still need to cover the outdoor faucet for the hose, and I am working on making at least one more stray kitten shelter. Let me roll it a couple more times. But yeah, I don't know if you follow me. I'm talking about my personal Facebook profile, but I posted this morning the, hold on, I can actually show you. I woke up at 5:30, so alrighty, so yeah. So the first wave will be starting tonight, and it's going to be mostly rain, but then some snow too. So this is not a big deal. But then look here, Friday it comes. So from Thursday we are expecting, by what they said, till at least Tuesday. So yeah, it's not going to be pretty. Hi Christina, how's it going? Okay, I think that this is good enough. And I'm going to go again with the round. And this will be my base. Hi, Catherine. So this is my base. And on this, I'm going to create some things. The main thing that I need to do will be a few cherry blossoms. Can you see me properly? Because I just have that woo 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 going on. On my live thing. I think YouTube is changing some stuff again, and because of that some things don't work as good as they should. Okay, and now I'm going to get a tiny piece of pomegranate red. Because remember, red is the strongest of all, the most potent of all pigments, and I don't want it to be too strong. So I am going to roll this. And I don't need a lot, that's why, and you are by now, you should be used to me using minute amounts of clay. I need to work on my order for polyclay play, and I already told Trish, hey, I'm gonna put in an order, but make sure you don't ship it before the 15th. By the way, she has some new, and we'll go here in a minute to look. She has some new cutters and rollers and stuff. She's going to send me some with my order, and we are going to try them. See what she's doing. I'm still working. She asked me to do some designs because she's got this transfer paper thing, and I've been kind of working on that, and I'm not completely done because it has to be, I mean, I did several designs. I need to do like 3 more to make a complete printing paper size image. Okay, I'm going to extend this even more. Hey, there was no need to break. Okay, so this should give me maybe I'll go one more roll. Hi Anna, long time I haven't seen you. I hope you're doing all right. Anna was traveling. I'm not sure if she's still, but she and her hubby got a motorhome and they were traveling. So, Wi-Fi storm moving through, I don't know what that is. What's a Wi-Fi storm? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to actually make this straight. So this goes, and this goes, and I've got, there we go. That's better. And don't worry about these things not being even. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to have. And I better they get my eyes. So gonna try to have these the same size, the same distance. It would help when you make the cane. And now we stack minuscule but it's going to work. And I'm going to try and stack them not in order necessarily, so I can get a little bit more, because obviously this is going to form an ikat. I'm never sure how to pronounce that. I-K-A-T. But we want to create that very, very tiny effect that's at the base of the cherry blossoms. By the way, and I was talking to a friend the other day about this. I don't know how many of you know, but I do like a lot, because I'm a history buff. I love history. Doesn't matter. Not modern history. That I'm not fond of. But oops, how the heck did this get upside down? But I like with specific the East and some ancient. Anyway, so among these is historical and fantasy, Chinese and Korean movies and series. And I've seen in several of them, they kept talking about, oh, let's go, hi Lianka, let's go pick up some flowers from some plum flowers from the garden. And it was snowing. I mean, it was winter and snowing, and you could see their breath steaming and all that. I'm like, what the heck? And they were showing, you know, beautiful blooms, plum trees in bloom with these fairly bright red, and some of them with white and some of them with green flowers, a very pale green, like a jade, light pale jade green. And so I went ahead and I started looking. And guess what? There is actually, and it's called winter plum tree. And they bloom like end of January, February when it's snow. And it's so beautiful. And I was thinking that maybe one of these days I should do something about that. Hold on. Not plus, you stupid autocorrect. Winter plum. Okay. Let me show you. Look at these beauties. How gorgeous are they? And they bloom in the snow. That's why there are so many traditional Chinese paintings and drawings with trees blooming. Yes, it's awesome. Hi, Miss Wanda. Hi, Darla. All right, so I am pretty much done with this. I got my... And now we are going to start... You know, let me know if you can see me properly, because I told you I see a lot of, you know, that loading thing on my own. Okay, so first we are going to make a little cloud. Let me grab my eyes. And I also need my actually two of them. I'm going to work with ball stylus. So I'm going to first grab some white. And I'm placing, as you can see, very, hey, get off, very tiny amounts. So I'm going to make, this is a very easy way. Let me actually zoom in a little bit so you can see better what I'm doing here. Alrighty. Okay, so the easiest way to make a cloud would be with three little, put 3 little dots here, and then do not press too much. Okay, just start. And you don't have to have the blue too strong. So you first use straight lines, straight strokes to extend those little balls of clay, and then you can do a little bit of circular. And there we got a cloud. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of black, and I'm going to make a string as thin as I can. So remember, hold on one side and just go sideways and pull. So let me do the other one too. It's okay if it breaks at this point because it's gonna get very thin, but it's good enough. All right, so looking for a toothpick. This would be too much, so I'm going to place one little branch here, come on, work with me, another little branch here, and now I'm going to try and do it even thinner. There we go. So we have a pretty branch. And one of the things I need to do right now is to squish it. Just give it one squish down. That should be just fine. All right, now this is going to have to be smaller. Yes, we are working with very small stuff. So I'm going to use the acrylic block again, just to get it started smaller and then to make it even. And there we go. But before I do anything else, I'm going to need a few a few leaves, right? Just a few tiny, 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 tiny. Yes, you can paint with clay. You always can. So, again, I'm going to make a squiggly. Now you just witnessed one of my hand twitches when I keep telling you that. It's very hard for me to sculpt now because I get these uncontrollable twitches in my hands. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make like 3 of them. But out of these, each of them is going to be 2. So first I am making them wedged at the ends. And then I'm going to cut in half. I only need 3. I might use 4, but we'll see. Come on, get out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to drop it here, but I want to drop it just enough to, and again, first gently press it down just a little bit and then start stretching it in one direction. I'm going to switch to a smaller and we got one leaf. Let's do another leaf. Might not even use all of them because there's not a lot of leaves on the cherry trees. So again, first pat down, right? And then you can start going a little circular and then simply pull. And let's do one more. So again, I'm going to put it here. First pat down, then a little circular, a little sideways, just to flatten the whole thing down, and then pull. Now let's refine the pull with a smaller one. Just to give it that very ethereal look. And now I'm going to take the smallish one. Hold on a second. I'm going to burnish it a little bit. And with the tiniest one, I'm going to give it a little more painting look. I mean, you don't have to do this part. You can just, if you want perfect straight lines, you don't have to do this part. Okay, now we're going to go for the cherry blossoms. You know, I don't think I have enough color on my thing. Just a second. Let me change the saturation a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, so I might even want to go smaller. Even smaller than this. Because there's a thing about how you place the petals. So I'm going to get, the very end is not good, but then I want small, thin, and just move the blade and you want 5 petals. You don't need more than 5 petals per flower. You're going to get exactly what you need. And I need the smallish one. So make sure that you place them with the pink inside, and depending how much the cane distorted when you cut, because right now when I cut it was very distorted because it's very fresh, determines which side and which way you go pulling with your don't even need, I guess I don't even need all 5. Alrighty, let's cut some more. I would honestly, if it wasn't for the idea that I have to film this, I would go even smaller. Total miniature. Alrighty. This got too squished. And that should be okay. And it's a good thing that the barometer started going down only about half an hour ago, so I was able to do quite a bit of preparations. So let's put one here. And you don't have to put it directly on the branch. You can put it a little, as long as it's not completely separated from the branch. I mean, the flower on one side completely separated from the branch, you'll be just fine. And because of the very subtle ikat there, now this one will have to be a little bit different, and actually I need to cut the, so cut the cane with the white part on one side and the ikat part on the other side, because we're gonna make a little bud, and you only need 2. Cut like that. So we're gonna place that here. And there we go. Now what we need to do is just a tiny pinch of a different color, and you can use practically whatever you want. I have here a little bit of beigeish. from another project. The only thing is that you will need them to be minuscule. So I'm going to try and cut this. Okay. And again, move the blade after you cut. So that you can have all these minuscule things here. Just place them one or two in the middle. It's just going to be a different, slightly different color, and it will pop the 3D of the whole thing. Don't put too strong of a dark color. You can put pink, you can put even a palish red, but a beige would be the best. So there we go. And then one more thing, and it might sound like, what the heck? Just one more thing to make this even prettier. And don't worry, it's going to be all flattened. I need a pinch of white with a touch of black. So I need a gray that's not going to be too dark, but not too light either. Then we're gonna do something with some super thin string. I'm just mixing here. And you don't want them all black because it's not going to look too good. I don't know how many of you know painting, but the thing is that especially in a landscape, the farthest something is, and I think Bob Ross was explaining that, the farther something is the less saturation it will be. It's almost like it gets desaturated. Almost it's like in a behind the mist. You still can see whatever it is, and it's the easiest noticeable with the mountains. I guess I don't have enough. This is too much white. I wanted to make it a light gray, but not this light of a gray. So because I want to depict something that would be in a distance, I need it to be a little bit lighter than black. So do not use pure black. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be as pretty as if you use a dark gray, darkish gray. Come on. Oh, it's still not dark enough. What the heck? Black, you are completely disappointed me. Black usually is such a strong color, and you don't need a lot of it to make a color. What in the world? Look at this. I've been mixing this for like, yeah, Marțișor, of course I'm familiar. I'm actually making sometimes some of them. And it's not just girls from boys, but also pretty much females in the family. Females can give to females, like teacher's mother, sister, etc. And it's not a brooch or bracelet, they are charms actually. And they are on, I talked about this before, and I did a few tutorials on this. They are on a string of white and red, and that symbolizes purity and renewal of the blood, because that's why it's in spring. And originally they were just the string. And then, I mean, and I'm talking originally back in the even early AD years. And then coins and other things started to be added. And then various symbols like four-leaf clover or chimney sweep, horseshoe, and then all kinds of stuff. Nowadays you can do anything. I was making big money when I was a college student, because I would work the whole year and make them, and then get, of course, miss school, get a street vendor permit and sell them. And yes, I was at the Universitate in Bucharest selling. But I would make, like, I think that the least I made was like 15,000 of the local currency, of course, not dollars. But the most I made was in 1990, right after the anti-communist revolution. And I had made that, oh my God, I didn't sleep for nights and nights in a row, because a lot of times, there would be something that I would notice would sell better than other things. So when I would get home, I would just go ahead and, okay, now be very careful with this. The way that it's supposed to be set. So put the line here, don't press or anything. You don't want your clay to get stuck to the clay below. First do a little, like a little smile, and then like this. And what you want to do, so when you make them on a side a little bit, let me grab the ball stylus. You want to do the very bottom a little bit elongated. So let's do one more. So you place it if it wants to be placed. Oh, come on. And once again, you want to get it almost like a very extended W. And those would be pretty much birds in flight. And again, you want to extend a little bit at the base. So, yeah, and as I was saying, I was working at nights a lot. And I know on that specific year, because it was right after the anti-communist revolution, I had little cards attached to them that said, "Love me in the new freedom. Iubește-mă în libertate." And those sold like freshly baked bread. But yeah, I made over 30,000 that year. Anyway, so the last part is the burnishing. And as usual, first press with your finger, tap, 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 tap. Then grab whatever you use, the acrylic tile or your regular baking tile and press. That's why you want to make everything so small and so thin, because you don't want it to go when you press it. And you can feel if it has. So at this point I'm going to grab my roller, and remember, rub, do not roll. Just rub. And there we go. You can see it's flat, and we have a nice spring scene, but obviously because you had to burnish and all that stuff got pressed down, you want to cut it one more time, just to make sure that you still have a nice round piece or whatever other shape, because you can do it in square, in a rectangle, diamond shaped, but there we go. You can do them ovals to use them as earrings, but there you go. You have a very delicate painting of cherry blooms. So I hope you enjoyed this and you will try it yourself. Let me zoom in out. And remember, I posted in the community section on my channel that I do not know if we are going to have any kind of live broadcast next week. I don't know for either the public one on Sunday or the private one on Saturday for my sponsors, because I don't know how things will be. It's going to be super cold, I showed you. It's going to be super cold. Let me actually get on the 10-day. Okay, so it's going to be until Tuesday. Let me switch to, so in case you cannot see. So Friday, the Weather Channel shows for Oklahoma City. So Friday 13, 8 on Monday. And there is a mild chance of precipitations, but the main issue is if it gets windy or if it gets rainy or anything, we might get power outages, which is not very nice to have when it is very cold, because you can imagine your furnace doesn't work because it works on a pilot, and the fan needs power too. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try to catch up. I'll try and see after we have this first wave tomorrow and Tuesday, how the weather looks like, whether Wednesday or Thursday, and I might squeeze in some lives then, but we'll see how things evolve. So again, I hope you liked it. We dreamed of spring when the winter is supposed to hit us. I just do stuff like this so in the hopes that it won't be that bad. So I'll see you soon. I don't know when. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Don't forget to thumbs up, and don't forget to use my links, my Amazon Influencer Store and my Polyclay Play. Oh yeah, hold on. Before I go, let's go to Polyclay Play and check stuff there. Because as I said, she has... she said she has new... What the heck? New cutters. And it would be these. As you can see, they are very pretty. And they are cutters with texture, some of them. So I guess we'll see. And then she was talking about textured rollers. Hey. Okay, so I think they are these pink ones because I haven't seen them before. So yeah, or these, no, these, the PCP ones. They look awesome, so we'll have to try those too, but obviously that's going to happen after the, oh, look at this pretty, it even has one with snowflakes. And the paisley is beautiful. So anyway, we are going to try them obviously after the storms. Okay, so see you soon, and thank you very much. Love you all. Have a wonderful what's left of Sunday. Bye.